you have a mesh pocket at your
I do not, actually. That's why it's in the mesh pocket at your side. Oh, we've got Scarlett O'Hara in here with us.
Finally! She'll stop working as soon as we lose.
Right.
Why you fall this way around?
I haven't brought a lip gloss. I'll put it right there.
Right one in, hook 'em this way.
NR23 and... No, not P.
Oh, map sheets as well. Have a look at the lay of the land. That's map sheet number 80.
Oh yeah, she's taking out the curtains actually and gone with her.
Yeah.
If you're being interested. Now, are you missing something NR23 1R? Because
And I have my book, but it's in my suitcase.
NR23 1AB says this.
Try that then.
Wells next to the sea.
Oh, well, it's just before Wells. Wells is past it.
Yeah, well, Hookham Road, Wells next to the sea.
Yeah. And the little church is just
NR23 1AB.
The route is being calculated.
Oh,
Your destination is located in an area with restricted access.
Hookham Hall. Yeah, let's go the route. Alright.
In 200 yards, turn left
it makes you
onto
wonder what's in
Array.
there, doesn't it?
In 600 yards, turn left.
This is easier to turn on and off than the GoPro.
Okay.
Now turn left.
But don't catch the key. Because it'll be an arrow road and there's nowhere to go.
Please follow the road for 7 miles. to turn left.
Who wants to go to those next to the sea?
Didn't bring my paddling outfit.
You're wearing it.
In 600 yards, turn slight left onto Golden Gates Drive.
Okay, so look at this road. It looks like a backwards K. So slight left, is the other one an extreme left?
Now turn slight left.
Is it this one?
I don't think so.
She said that.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Let's proceed.
Yeah, we need to go that way.
What a grand start, to the day. I'm next to the radiator, that was a bit warm. Anyways, what a grand start to the day. We were about an hour later leaving than planned, but the cottage was still so cold and no one had phoned us back or contacted us about the boiler not working, and we didn't fancy coming back to a cold cottage this evening. We wanted to know for sure that all would be well. We did eventually get an email that the plumber would be coming today and to leave the key in the lockbox for him, and we were more than welcome to light the fires. And we all know from yesterday that we did light the fires to the point where we had no firewood left for another bout of cold. Good news, in exploring the garden this morning, we found where the woodpile was, which was a delightful discovery. Our first stop today was at Holcombe Hall, but we got the postcode written down wrong incorrectly in our notes, and we were Googling the correct postal code outside of the yellow house. That was the shenanigans earlier on. Having rectified that problem, it was off to Holcombe Hall. The hall took 31 years to build, and it is an 18th century Palladian-style house designed by William Kent and built by Thomas Coke, spelt Coke, C-O-K-E, the first Earl of Leicester. The very first room that you go into in Holcombe Hall is the marble hallway, which is very much meant to make you go, it's double tall and beautifully designed. However, the marble in the marble hallway isn't actually marble, it's alabaster. And I think it was shipped up from Staffordshire by Thomas Cook's quarry that he had there. The staterooms have not been slept in since 1939, but various other rooms in the house are used on a semi-regular basis when the family has people to stay. We learned a new fact about the house today. It has only 4 double high rooms: the marble hall, the chapel, and the old kitchen. The old kitchen and the former servants' hall, which now contains the billiard table. The family does still live in the home. They have apartments on the lower ground, so it's kind of the basement, as it were. And yeah, it'd be such fun to live there. Lady Angela Connier also had her 70th birthday in the Statue Gallery several years ago, because I think she's in her 90s now. We never made it to the walled gardens or the church last year, so we made sure to do it this year. Talk about a bit of a hike. We could have done with having a golf cart. In the walled garden, we got a hot beverage to warm us through, along with a Snickers brownie cake bar. Must find the recipe for that. Then it was off up to the church where Lady Anne Glenconner got married, and she has a rather delightful book called Lady in Waiting, which from the Graham Norton show I understand has some rather amusing personal anecdotes.
Gosh, there's a 60 on this bear road.
Get your food.
Now. Tour de Norfolk.
Prepare to turn right.
Before or after the gate?
MCB heating and plumbing.
We should take them with us.
Then we drove to Felbrigg Hall. It was about a 45-minute journey. I believe last entry was 3 o'clock or 3:15, and unfortunately we arrived at 3:30. I don't know quite for sure. Anyways, we were a touch late, that's for sure. And while we did try and convince the lovely ladies at Felbrigg that we'd had a terrible day, no heating, no luggage, and all sorts had gone wrong for us, they couldn't be as sympathetic as they wanted to be in letting us to go round the house. But they did give us a voucher for a free tea or coffee each for after we went round the gardens. So that was quite lovely. And we did buy a guidebook, so I'll have the guidebook to enjoy. Felbrigg Hall was built in the 17th century, and it's noted for its Jacobean architecture and a Georgian interior. In 1475, the estate passed from the Felbrigg family to John Wyndham. He was a councillor to King Henry VIII, and he built Felbrigg Hall. The last owner of the house was Robert Wyndham, Ketton Kremer, and his heir, his brother Richard, was unfortunately killed in action in the Second World War. This is when the house was passed to the National Trust, as there was no one left to inherit. We perused the gardens. I may have scrumped a kumquat, because I'd never seen an adorable little kumquat tree before, and they had several of them in the garden, so that was ever so tasty. So that was lovely. So there's Felbrigg Hall, or what you can see of it. So enjoy.
Uh-oh, there's a lamb in the road.
Take a picture. Have we got the camera on?
The GoPro's on.
He doesn't cost about you.
No, he's just like,
He says, Ash, I'm a little tired. My feet ache. I don't see why I should move. Keep to the left. Don't bother me.
In 100 yards, turn slight right.
there's someone behind me now. You probably think I'm mad. Thought it was zebra.
Oh, an antique store. It's probably closed.
Oh, but she's taking us straight to it as opposed to the parking, and the parking is that way.
At the Morrison's thing, at the co-op.
Or at the co-op, yeah. So should I actually be over there?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe once we've seen it.
We'd go and find somewhere to park?
Yeah, or you could give me some money and circle.
True. You could go and tap the card.
Person again.
Yes.
Merge in turn.
Now turn right and then turn left.
These shops do look a little nicer.
Too bad.
We were in want of some provisions, so we had to drive down to the seaside at Cormer, where we went to Morrison's and had a bit of a shop. And Mom and went and spoke to the security man at Morrison's and asked him where to get the best fish and chips, which was Mary Jane's. So this is us trying to find Mary Jane's in Cormer, and we were successful. So we're very proud of ourselves. We did do 2 loops of Cormer though.
Now turn right and then turn right.
If that
Should
makes
we this
sense.
one? Oh no, that's somebody's one.
Now turn right.
I got weird when I turned right and I saw T. You know, I was like,
Oh, is this the one that goes up to the zebra crossing that we're familiar with?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no, I don't think you do. It's really quite nice. I quite like it. Beautiful big windows up here. Yeah, it's got some cute character to it. And that church is massive. Yeah, but you are turning BMW. How about going
In 200 yards at the traffic light, turn right onto Prince of Wales Road towards Sheringham and then turn right. Now turn right and then turn right.
Down that one?
I don't know.
Oh, this, okay.
100 yards.
Oh,
turn
this is
right.
this one.
Yeah, this is this one.
Hamilton Road.
We know this
We
one.
know this
Keep
one.
Yarmouth and then
We're
turn
familiar with this one.
Now turn right and then turn left.
Alright. Now we have to turn left.
It's a crab pot
Now
cafe.
turn left.
I mean, it's closed, but it's there. Now we go down here.
Pedestrian zone ahead, unsuitable for buses and coaches.
In 100 yards.
Ah, Mary
reach
Jane's.
Your destination. The destination is on the left.
Our fish and chips were made to order at Mary Jane's, so we had a quick walk down this lovely little alley down to the seaside, which, ooh, that grey sea. In the distance, you can see that there is a surfing lesson occurring, or maybe you can't. There they are. And they've all got their wetsuits on. Then it was quite the drive back along the A149 to Wells next to the sea, and then down into East Dunham.
Yep, she's sweeping the sticks.
Yeah, she was going at them like Nora.
No through road. Ocean. I think we have to go this way, right?
I'm not really sure here.
Well, that becomes pedestrianised and that's no through road. Oh, the ice cream shop's here.
In 100 yards, turn left onto Church Street. Now turn left.
We will, though. We will. It's quite a selection of stuff in the shops. The butcher's joint. That's what I was hoping to see, like a proper butcher, you know. What's in there like that?
My mummy, is the chippies open on Monday?
Oh, I'm like, is it Monday?
We did not take a little walk back to the pub tonight, as while we were at Morrison's, I got some Copperberg at Morrison's to enjoy in front of the fire. And when we got back, we had tea and toast and Copperberg by the fire. The boiler was fixed when we got back to the cottage, which was absolutely heavenly. And we had another surprise waiting for us on the back step when we got back to the cottage. Our suitcases had been delivered from Leeds Bradford Airport, and they were just sitting on the back step waiting for us. It was quite delightful. It was lovely to see. Clean clothes for tomorrow is a delightful prospect. I do recommend continuing to watch, as the drive on the A149 is rather delightful, and there's a bit of a fun incident with a duck a little bit later on, and nice video of the crackling fire as well at the end. Anyways, my lovelies, I will see you all in the next one. Take care, be good, and ciao!
Bye.
Bye.
Did you see Wayburn? No. Didn't you? Oh, just past a beautiful windmill. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen one quite in such good shape.
Are we? What? Do you want to go back and take a
I
picture?
just thought I thought you had seen it. No. You might want to see it. It's quite lovely.
I think I can arrange seeing.
Yeah, I think you can too.
Turn right. Now turn right.
In a minute, she's going to say, "Don't lean on your right from the left."
Make a U-turn if possible.
We're going in there. We're just going back and see the mill wheel. It's lovely. It's just around this corner, but it's on this side. So I don't know whether to turn around. Might be up this driveway. No, it's a bit lost. See, it's there. Mill Lane, private road, vehicle access for residents.
I don't see it.
Well, go over to there and you'll see it.
Make a U-turn if possible.
You sure?
Well, can you see it now?
Yep.
Okay, well, we'll go a bit further and turn around. Oh, but you sail first Sunday every month.
Oh, there is a road to turn around further now.
Yeah, it's got to be somewhere. I'll look for somewhere.
I think I've just seen the windmill.
Oh, there's
now.
one.
Yeah, I've just seen the windmill in the rear view.
Oh, and here's a road bend, and there's a road bend.
I'd rather do it on this one just
I
because
would.
of the double bend.
And then you're on the right side.
Well, we could drive down there if you'd like.
Wait, I wouldn't do that this time. Now I can see the gate post, but I want to see the bill. Let this guy go, and then we can have a look at the bill. Because it's beautiful. The sails, I've never seen one in such good shape. I can see the sails now. You see that?
Follow the road for 5 miles.
So you go pretty slow by it. Good luck with that mountain behind us. It's really worth looking. There, look.
Yay, that's pretty.
Isn't it lovely?
I must have been hanging up the phone.
Yeah, I've never seen one in such good shape. I'll pull over here. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
That was worth seeing. Yeah, well,
Unlike the swans I saw yesterday.
well, windmills are less common than swans. The good ones like that, I don't know if I've ever seen such good ones. I mean, you see them without sails and you see them a little bit topless.
Well, and I find the sails interesting that they don't have like the canvas covering the lattice,
Yeah.
but they would still turn. Does that make sense? Well, where there's a wall, there's a way.
Suze, we've got a comedian in the house.
Oh, crikey. Oh, crikey. I meant the blue window sashes, but the Land Rover was about the same.
I just saw some foxy lovies.
Police box.
Oh, was it a TARDIS?
Yeah, well, it had a teddy bear in it. So.
Oh.
We're not gonna. Oh, God. That was amazing!
Up. He's quacking.
Oh, poor baby.
He's quacking.
Get off the road, darling.
Oh, there's a car coming. There's a
Oh.
car. There's a car.
Don't hit the duck. I love how everyone's stopping for the duck. He's come to a complete stop for the duck, and there's a bus coming. And putting your four-way flashers on for a duck.
There was Oh, duck alert.
Ducking
That's what they're for.
Duck in the road with the four-way flashers on. Never mind anything else. Oh, that was funny.
It was a rather nice duck.
It was a nice duck.
I don't know what type it was.
Very nice. Four-way flashers for a duck.
I thought it was priceless how it quickly put his flashes
Very
on
quickly. Where are the flashers in here? Oh, they're there. I wouldn't know where to put them. I'll have to do them.
Yeah. He had his flashes on.
Oh, that was crazy. He must come across that.
that what it's all. Is she going this way?
This one's wider than that one.
Oh.
That one has a line down though. This one
Yeah,
doesn't.
so you don't want to spoil it.
That one had a line down the middle though. Maybe the stripe made it look smaller.